Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Tens of thousands of people and potentially more in Los Angeles County living a nightmare scenario right now as crews battle some of the worst wildfires the area has ever seen. The Los Angeles fire chief is calling this one of the most destructive natural disasters in the county's history. The flames have killed at least 5 people and destroyed more than 1,300 structures. State and local officials say those numbers certainly we should expect to rise in the days ahead. Now, the 2 largest fires, that's the Palisades fire near Malibu and the Eaton fire near Pasadena, are still at 0% contained as of Thursday evening. Crews are also working to contain the smaller but still dangerous Hearst and Lydia fires. Officials have managed to contain the so-called Sunset Fire, which sparked Wednesday night in the Hollywood Hills. But our local station tells us that a newly named fire, described as the Creek Fire, has just emerged. Now, we're also getting a better picture of the devastation. Just look at this. The intense flames have transformed entire neighborhoods into barren stretches of land. This is breathtaking to see. Countless homes and businesses unrecognizable. CBS News spoke with one family who lost their home and are still figuring out right now where to go.
Everybody here, we're just so tight-knit, and it's just devastating to see all this. You can't even go. Like, some people left out of town, like, hey, check out my house, and we can't even go to check on their house. I'm trying to figure out how to tell my 3-year-old that we don't have a home, and we don't have a school. We don't even know where to go, what to do next. We're staying at a friend's house. You know, that's all short term.
Earlier, President Biden addressed the scale of the devastation and offered this message to the people of California and to first responders.
We are with you. We're not going anywhere. To the firefighters and first responders, you are heroes. To the families who have been impacted by this disaster, you're living through a nightmare, I know. And I promise you, we're going to help you get through this and eventually recover and rebuild.
CBS News correspondent Elise Preston joins us now. She's been reporting on the ground across Southern California, now joining us from Santa Monica. Elise, help us understand what you're seeing and feeling and breathing as these wildfires continue to rage.
Yeah, Errol, you said that those images were breathtaking up close. They are absolutely horrific to see. Right behind me over my right shoulder, you can see the Palisades fire. You can see that smoldering, that gray smoke that is just cast over that neighborhood where you said perfectly that a lot of those homes have just been reduced to ashes. New numbers came out within the last hour, and there is an estimated loss of at least 5,300 structures just in this fire alone. But keep in mind, there are so many burning across Southern California. You asked about what is it like to breathe there. I'm away from the fire right now. The air quality in LA is not great, but when you're closer to the fires, it is definitely hard to breathe. It feels like you're in a fireplace. It feels like an ashtray. It is absolutely horrific, and it's hard to breathe. It's hard to talk. So I can't even imagine what firefighters are going through as they just fight this fire exhaustively. The winds have died down, which is good news. They've been able to get some air support up today and do some water drops, but it is a long road still ahead, Errol, because these fires are not contained.
It's stunning as well, at least because I'm still seeing messages from friends, whether they're to me or posted on social media, saying they've completely lost their homes. They're thankful that they're alive, but there's a sense of trauma, I think, which hasn't even set in for so many there. I'm wondering what stories that have stood out to you so far.
Yeah, I think it is shock for many people. I know you're an LA boy, so my heart goes out to you and your family. I hope that they are okay, but I think everyone is impacted by this fire. If you may not be personally, if your home is safe, you know someone who may have been evacuated. I've had family members evacuate. They've had to stay with other family members. Hotels are sold out. And I know so many people who have lost their homes. And those stories are horrific. We're meeting people today who are trying to get back into their neighborhoods because they're trying to check on their animals. In all of the chaos, they had to leave a dog behind. They had to leave a cat behind. And so now that they know that they physically are safe, they're trying to get back into their neighborhood to check on their dogs. And a lot of the families are not being, as you can imagine, they're not being allowed inside. So there's panic, not only wondering if their home where they have built countless memories is still standing, but there's also this concern that if their family beloved pet is still alive. So there is a lot of trauma here, and I think it's only going to continue for days to come. These fires are continuously burning. Some people know that their homes are gone. Others are waiting in limbo, and I think for them, it is just a nightmare that won't end.
Elise Preston, we appreciate you, putting your health at risk to report on this story that everyone there is experiencing. Certainly for you and the crew, please do continue to stay safe. Thank you for that reporting. Mark Simington joins us now. He lost his home of 28 years to the Eaton fire in Altadena, and I know that parts of that neighborhood were completely obliterated. Mark, thank you for joining us. Just bring us up to speed on how you're doing, how your family is doing, and how you're getting through this moment.
Well, it doesn't seem quite real yet. I'm not completely able to identify what it is that we really need to do next. I filed an insurance claim. I kind of looked over the rubble, talked with my neighbors. Thankfully, we left the house with just a few items. Our power had gone out, and so we packed up some valuable paintings and all of the family photos, and that's pretty much it, and went down to my mother's home to stay the night where she had electricity, and got a call at 6 o'clock in the morning that from a neighbor that our house was on fire. So we went up to see what was going on, and as the pictures show, there's really nothing left.
You can see these pictures as well. Can you help us understand what we're seeing in your home? There's a fireplace there. You were able to get your memories out, but what goes through your mind as you see this?
Oh man, there's just so many years of so many memories, and our different hobbies. We've collected so many parts and pieces, and so many mementos and gifts that people have given us. And that motorcycle that you see there, I just had a really popped up motor built and installed and only rode it 600 miles, and it's gone now too. Just there's so many different things, that I don't know are ever replaceable. Gratefully, we're well insured and seem to have, enough funds available. But how do you, put together 20 years of a hobby, all the different little items that you have, to make it fun?
Yeah, Mark, I'm so sorry to hear about that loss. These aren't just objects, they're livelihoods, they're memories, they're experiences, they are a part of you. You are safe, your loved ones are safe. I'm wondering, as we listen to press conferences and get updates, what you're planning to do next, or what information you still want from city officials so that you have some certainty about what to do next.
I haven't really heard a whole lot. Just a few promises. I went on the FEMA website this morning and applied for funding just to get my name in, bookmark my name in the line. But I don't see how they can put our city back together anytime soon. It's just absolute devastation. I have heard from my neighbors that they haven't seen anybody out on the street other than a few firefighters. Clearly, there were not enough services to deal with the catastrophe that we had. Wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour. Burning embers blew up against my home, ran up the fence and into my eaves, and then right up into my attic, and that was it. Luckily, most of my neighbors' houses survived. The next block over, all the homes are gone.
It's incredible, and what I'm having a hard time thinking about is you're safe, you made it out, but these fires are continuing to rage. There could be someone watching now in the LA area who might become an evacuee. What have we lost by losing the homes there in Altadena and that community?
Wow, we've lost a lot of history. They're just amazingly beautiful homes in my area that are from the 1920s, and the type of craftsmen and materials that were used to build them are just not available anymore. And what's going to go in their place are these newer modern homes that lack the character that these beautiful old neighborhoods have. And Altadena is known as the city of trees, and so many trees are gone. They've been blown over or burnt. There's areas that literally look like the pictures of Hiroshima.
Mark, I appreciate you speaking with us, and all of our best to you and your family as this disaster continues. Thanks for your time.
Yes. Okay. God bless all the first responders.
Indeed. Thank you, Mark.